that's him.
Do it my way.
Good. Do it your way. And you did, on the stage. You had great energy. How was it?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was great. No surprises, I think.
Yeah, it was hot, as usual, because of these guys.
The pyros. A lot of hot guys on stage, right?
Of course, and the pyros help as well. Well, guys, you call your song A Party for Outsiders. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
It's basically a song about frustration and feeling outside of the world, like you don't fit in something. It's like it's an anthem for the outsiders.
Cool. And of course, you're here with the whole band. Can you make a little quick introductions of yourselves to our online viewers and of course our audience here?
Yes, I'm Joe. I'm singing.
My name is Nico. I'm singing and screaming.
My name is Jonas. I play guitar.
My name is Olli and I play the bass.
My name is Tommy, I play drums.
And I'm Alexi, I play like DJ and percussion stuff.
So we are very glad to have you here. So how did this song come together? Was it a process with all of you? Did it start with somebody?
Like, we started writing Dark Side in the beginning of 2020. We were on a European tour. Then we went back to Finland and we released our third album and we had big things coming. And then everyone knows what happened in the beginning of 2020. Everything was cancelled and we were so pissed off. We were sitting at our rehearsal place, but then we figured out that a lot of people all around the world must be feeling exactly the same way. And we felt like people could use a song like Dark Side, a song that they can listen to and throw their middle fingers up in the air and scream. Like, we needed a song like that. And we wrote an anthem for all those people who are feeling bad, feeling like outsiders, feeling like freaks. And then when this whole Eurovision idea came up, we were like, we knew immediately that Dark Side was gonna be the song to participate with.
I think it's really cool because it's a really different sound that you see on Eurovision. Why did you decide to take Eurovision as a stage like that?
Well, I think it was this guy.
What's the answer, probably? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we had two options, sitting at our rehearsal place and waiting for the storm to pass and wondering if our career is over and stuff like that, or then we can try to fight it. We can literally throw our middle fingers up and scream and do something. We needed to think outside the box, do something to surprise ourselves and surprise everyone, do something we would have never thought about doing before. And that was when Jonas said, guys, let's see the television, and now we're here.
So were you all on board at the same time, or did you need a little bit of convincing?
I think it needed some time to think about the whole thing.
Yeah, me and Joel, we were no, we're still not gonna do that.
Yeah, but there are many bands, at least in Finland, who don't have balls to do this, and we decided to give it a shot. And
yeah.
So far, so good.
Yep.
It's about the music, right? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So we have a lot of questions coming in online. Thank you. I don't know if you want to say hi to our fans online. It's over there by the camera. Hey. So this one is from the Daily Magazine of Romania. Do you think that competitions such as Eurovision are a big opportunity to bring the rock music in on a bigger level?
Absolutely, and that's our mission. Luckily we have Italia with us to bring the rock music back to the big stages.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has told us, it seems refreshing to see a rock act in Eurovision. So definitely, I think this is a great way to push rock music to the more mainstream 2021.
Yeah, and to see different types of music here on the stage as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is Rob from CNN. You have one of the most unique songs at the competition this year. What makes your entry different to the others, and how do you think Europe will react to it?
Well, we hope Europe will like it, but if they don't, that's fine too. We're here to do our own thing. We're definitely gonna stand out from the competition. I think our sound is pretty unique, a combination of rock music and rap music. We call it violent pop music, and that was the idea, behind everything. That we're just gonna come here and do exactly our own thing without, no compromises. No compromises. And of course, we hope that people get our stuff and like it.
And can you explain a little bit more about the violent pop?
It's basically a rock music with a mainstream touch. We always love pop music electronic dance music, hip hop, everything like that. So we want to mix up rock music, heavier music with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like we started back in
Also,
2013, and we needed, like, we were sending our demos to local radio stations, and we needed to find a way to describe our music. And at the time, nu metal sounded like too old-fashioned. It was too late for that, and we felt that alternative rock is the most boring way to describe your music because it doesn't say anything about your music. So we
Just that it's different, you know. It doesn't say anything about the music. Yeah.
Yeah, we needed something catchy and really describing, and that's when violent pop came up, and it's been stuck ever since. Like nowadays, it has become like more of a brand to us. And yeah, and like we don't want to confine ourselves in these prison cells of genres. Like if we hear a cool song on the radio, like The Weeknd or Post Malone or Billie Eilish, we want to be able to go like, guys, we should definitely do something like this, and we can do it because we set our own limits. Limits, like Lenchel has no limits.
Great. Oh, sorry, yeah, I thought you wanted to say something. So this one is from the destination Eurovision Poland, and the question is, thank you for bringing back Rock Bash to Eurovision. You are the first Finnish act since Lordi, which has done that. Are you okay with the comparison to this Eurovision winner?
I think Lordi is more like classic hard rock band. They're pretty like old school in some way. And I think we have a very fresh and modern touch, but for sure we have some retro vibes from the early 2000s. Some comparisons with like Linkin Park there has been, but yeah, I think Lordi is a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. If there's some similarity between us and Lordi, is that Lordi also made no compromises. They were doing exactly what they were born to do, what they always wanted to do. Like, I bet along the road, somebody said to Lordi that, take those monster suits off. And they said, no, we're not going to take them off. We're going to do it exactly like this with the wings and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's the similarity. We're doing no compromises as well.
So I think it's time for some questions in the room. Sir, if you would like to stand up.
Hi, my name is Farouk from France, Choreography magazine. You are a live band with making live shows with big connections between you and your audience and the public. How do you do in Eurovision where you have to be in one place and look at one camera or this camera? How do you manage it? Manage this?
Well, if you mean that are we moving on the stage, we're moving a lot, I think. So
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's surprisingly like natural to perform to cameras. Like, we're just like thinking like it's an audience, and it does. I think it doesn't feel too different, to be honest.
Yeah, and exactly. It's like more like shooting a music video.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's like a mixture of live show and music video.
Yeah, we don't really care. Like, show us the stage to play and we'll play.
Yep.
But it's really different though, because you know, with a whole band, you're able to like move and work with the audience, and now you have all these cameras to work with. Does it feel like more? It doesn't feel like more rehearsed. It just feels natural to you guys.
Yeah, it started to feel natural when we've done it so many times on the UK, and now we're in here.
Yeah, we didn't want to like make this whole planned out choreography. So that, like we wanna maintain the balance of like it must feel like a live show to us, that anything can happen. That's what brings the like adrenaline rush in the film. Like
Danger.
yeah, the feeling of danger that anything could happen. So we didn't want it to be like too choreographic. Like there, of course, we need to know which camera to watch, but that's about it.
Yeah, and that was like a big thing in like rehearsal as well. Like there's so much energy coming out of us, so it feels like natural to just do what we do, not think about it too much.
Cool. So we have time for another question in the room. Sir, if you would please stand up, and I'll come to you in a minute.
Hi guys. My question would be, what is your greatest musical memory?
I would say when I heard Wolfgang Kemp's freestyle, I was like 5 years old. That's.
I think a really important one to Blind Channel is like when we played in Wacken Open Air, the biggest metal festival in the world. We had been together as a band for less than a year, and we were barely 18 years old, and we didn't know how to get to the Wacken Open Air Festival to Germany, so we drove there with a car from Finland it was a 3 days drive through Sweden, and I think we really grew closer together as a band.
And we played for 10,000 people.
Yeah, we were camping illegally.
Yeah, in Sweden.
Sorry.
We didn't know that if you go to a campsite you have to pay for it.
You didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know. Sorry.
So there are still some campsites waiting for the payment, or yeah?
It was a pretty spinal tap.
Now let's not talk about that.
So were you all in one car? How does that work?
Of course.
Yeah, we were in the same car. But back then we were 5 people. Alex is the newest member.
All right. I think with all of you it would be.
Actually, we slept in that car.
Yeah.
It was like 5 members of the band and 2 members, like our friends. We all slept in that car. One
Wow.
night.
So you really grew close, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So sir, if you would be so kind to stand up, wait for our assistant, please introduce yourself.
Goedendag, Paiva. I'm Simon from Poland, reading this letter. It's a question about philosophy actually, because you took part in national final in Finland with 6 other competitors, and every song was completely different. Here it's the same in the Eurovision Song Contest. Groups like yours, you represent kind of independence in your creativity and work. It was actually difficult for you to compete with these competitions in Finland and here in the Eurovision. It's against your, I don't know, some groups like yours, and we see this like commercial event and something which is rubbish. How you react on that?
I mean, like, we didn't take any pressure about, like, us being a different band, being a different performer, because, like, from the beginning of like, making this song Dark Side, we've had a feeling that this is something unique, so we don't want to, like, limit ourselves thinking about, like, does this fit for television, or what are we like compared to the other acts? So, it didn't feel like, we didn't even think about it at all, I think.
Yeah, and like, we don't really do that a lot to compare ourselves to others. We're just focused, fully concentrated on our own game to do what we do best and let others do what they do best. Like, we have we have to conquer the world and we're on the way, so we don't really have time to think about anyone else.
We're like a national ice hockey team.
Well, yeah.
So we are going back to the questions online, and if you have any, let us know through the chat box, and I will get them through here on the iPad. This one is hi from Finland. Was there anything in the first rehearsal that you think needs to be changed?
I think, like, a few details.
Yes,
we wanna.
all details.
I tried to do this jumping and I hit myself in the face with a microphone. but I'm not gonna do that in TV, so who knows?
Yeah, just like little stuff like that, we just go through it.
The sense of danger we mentioned.
Yeah, there's a small chance that me and Ollie are like falling off from the stage, but let's see what happens.
Yeah,
There needs to be a danger.
big, but it isn't. It feels small. Like you really have to watch yourself.
The stage.
Yeah,
So there is a real chance that you might be falling off.
yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
There's always. That wouldn't be the first time.
Well, I hope you guys are going to be okay. So we have one more last question coming in from Dermot from LMFM Radio in Ireland. Have you made post-pandemic plans for touring in Europe, playing festivals?
Absolutely, we can't wait to play regular shows in the clubs and in the festivals, and we do everything to get there this year or next year.
Yeah, I think we can spoil the detail that we're like working on a new album as well, which is coming out next year. So of course we want to have plans after it, like maybe to tour Europe.
Yeah, and we have a good booking agent doing his job, so let's see what happens.
And shout out to our team.
But no stress. But first, Eurovision, guys, I would really like to thank you for your time. Let's give it up for Blind Channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you're ready, you can go over to your press moment and have some pictures over there. You can just leave the mics. And thanks, guys. All the best of luck, and I hope to see you soon. So that was the meet and greet for now. In about 20 minutes, we will be back. My colleague Koos will be here, and he will be meeting the delegation of Latvia. See you then.